Guys, this video is sponsored by Keydrop. It's a website where you can open many video gaming cases. Look.
Oh man, you win this.
No, I lose, I think. Oh yeah, I win. Holy shit. Oh! Me and Keydrop are making a giveaway of this OP, and all what you gotta do is to click the link under this video and use code PLAY50 on the website just like shown on the screen. And step 2 is just comment your trade link in the description of this video. I will randomly choose a winner after the skin is tradable. Good luck and thanks a lot for watching the ad. God bless every single one of you. My name is HaiX and I'm a professional virgin. In my latest team video I showed you guys my recent tryouts, and it's been approximately 2 months ago, and many of you keep asking me, did I find a team? How's the team going? Did I give up? Am I still gonna try to go pro? So I decided to make this video to explain what's happening and also to announce something interesting closer to the end of the video. So if you can, please watch till the end. For all of the new people here, I have around 11,000 hours in CSGO and I never was even close to being pro in this game. All what I always wanted is just to have a chance, so around 4 years ago I started trying all the ways that exist to go pro. First of all, of course, I tried making a team with just my Russian friends, since I am Russian and 4 years ago I was not doing YouTube, so I didn't know many people. That's why this team consisted of just global elite matchmaking players. Back then I didn't even know what FACEIT is, so I just had to come up with something. I asked every single person that I know who had global elite to join my team, and after a few days of searching, the new Astralis was born. For some specific reason that I cannot explain, this brilliant mix of players didn't stand for that long, since I never asked what roles these people were playing, and we ended up with 3 OPers in a team. After playing for around 3 days together, everyone decided that it was a bad idea and we disbanded, but I still was really hungry for Team CS, so I kept searching, and next time I learned from my mistakes. Next time I was trying to make my first international team, and people recommended me a feature called FACEIT Team Finder, which for some reason doesn't exist anymore. In this feature you can search for either teams who are searching for a player or players who are searching for a team. FACEIT even made it that players could write down their roles, so it was easier this time, but since I didn't play FACEIT back in the days and my level was like 5 or 6, none of the level 10s took me serious, and I had to add guys with like level 6 to 8, which may not have been the best idea. This team attempt lasted for around 5 days, since we made one serious mistake. We were trying to play with advanced strats in pugs, and guess what? We kept losing a game after game, so I learned one more really important part of Team CS. In the beginning, I'd say around first 2 months of you playing together, you always have to work on your basic team chemistry and defaults. Don't go into strats because you barely understand the playstyle of your opponents. Work on simple mistakes that you guys make, and also pay attention to basic utility usage such as flashing for each other. Preparing advanced strats are only required when defaults don't work. This is the exact reason why tier 1 teams don't scream against tier 1 teams. They play with tier 3 teams to work and improve their defaults. This information I actually got from a pro player, so it's not something that I made up myself, it's just some inside information for you guys. Getting back to my miserable team attempts, the disband of this FACEIT team happened after around 1 week of playing together, since some of the players just didn't want to lose any more games. Oh yeah, by the way, there is a cool AK-47 Neon Rider giveaway, the link will be in the description. So I was left all by myself again. After a little bit of thinking, I understood that to play with decent players, and by decent players I meant FACEIT level 10s, I gotta get one myself, so I started playing pugs. After playing 529 matches, I got level 10 for the first time, and at that time I was 100% sure that I'm ready to enter a tier 1 team, so I started searching for team attempts, but this time instead of making one, I wanted to join one, since I didn't want to be responsible for organizational process and searching for players all over again. And I got kinda lucky, cause back in the days one of the most known Russian CS YouTubers was creating a team, and I signed up by texting him in Russian Facebook called VK. This was the best team attempt I ever had, because so far it was the longest one. I was in this team for around 1 month and we improved pretty fast together, but things started changing when I had to change to IGL role and people were not listening to my calls, since in their eyes I was only like 2k elo trash and they were around 2.5 2.5, 2.8k elo players, and for them it didn't matter that I spent so much time preparing strats, watching demos and analyzing the game. So at some point, when no one started playing according to my calls, I literally left the game during important round and never talked to a single person from this team since then. All of my next team attempts you can find in one of my playlists called Team Progress. I made this playlist so people could see how I improve in Team CS and how we improve together. Those videos were getting pretty decent amount of views, that's why I realized that people have a lot of interest in watching Team CS, which gave me even more motivation to keep going. The main problem always were the people around me, people lying just to play with a YouTuber, people lying about everything, their schedule, their faceit level, their previous team experience and sometimes even their countries. But I never gave up. I want to tell you about two of my recent team attempts that I didn't record because one of them was for a literal tier 3 organization and one of them, well, you'll see. First tryout, I played with ACA advanced team that was searching for a support / second AWP, which works good with me. I always was wondering, what do I need to show during the tryout? Is it individual performance? Is that the ability to communicate even though you have a bad game? Or is that a utility usage? So I decided to kinda show everything. I was trying to tell all the information that I can get on a map, I was trying to flash out for my team as much as possible, and I was also trying to get some extra kills so they can see that I can perform individually on a tier 3 level. After playing one scrim against one of ESEA main teams, we managed to win and they told me that they will contact me within 12 hours since they had a few more players for a tryout. And next evening I got a message that I played pretty decent and none of the players had a problem with me, but they took a player who already had a tier 3 experience, so this was kinda understandable. Of course, a team would usually prefer someone who has team experience instead of someone who just played decent but never had any experience. This at least gave me a realization that I can compete on a tier 4 or even tier 3 level of Team CS, and I truly believe that I can do that since I work on my game a lot. That is what I can understand, but what I cannot understand is what happened on my next tryout. So one of my Discord mods sent me a Reddit post of one team who played previous season in ESEA main. They were searching for +1 and they seemed like a really motivated and strict players at the same time. Not just some mix of players, but people who actually want to improve. But when I was reading the requirements, I felt kinda weird. Let me read them for you. We're searching for a player who has top level communication, motivation to go pro, good microphone and a decent PC. When I was reading that, I felt kinda like, bro, what the hell are those requirements? Even a matchmaking player can fit for those. That's so weird. But I still wanted to try out, so I added the guy on Steam, talked to him for a little bit and he asked about my YouTube, my goals, etc. And he seemed like a pretty nice guy, honestly. We scheduled a tryout for the next evening and I went to bed. When I woke up, I opened Steam and received a message. The guy literally said, "Hello, I watched a little bit of your YouTube and Twitch and you are basically not good enough for this team. I'm sorry, but we're not interested in you." When I was reading that, I didn't get mad or angry. I just realized that the dude is not really smart. What can he find on my YouTube? I don't post a lot of highlights or frag movies. I never really showed you guys how I play. I do tutorials and some meme videos, but not highlight videos. And what can you find on my Twitch? Road to Global Elite in non-prime, where every single game I play against hackers and barely can get 5 kills against spin waters. If the guy made a decision according to that, I'm really glad I didn't try out for this team. Now a really important part of this video. I didn't lose a piece of motivation to join or create a team myself. That's why me and my friend that I trust a lot either want to try out for a team or make one. You're gonna tell me, HaiX, are you doing it again? And every single time I'm gonna answer yes. No matter how many attempts it will take, I'm gonna keep going forward. So if you're a team who needs +2 players, all what you gotta know is that we're both near 3k elo on faceit, hard-working behavior, and we have a lot of free time. But we're also considering making a team, so we need players who would wanna join us, and the requirements are pretty simple. You need to be from the EU, 18+, above 2700 faceit elo. If you played in any ESEA leagues such as Open, Intermediate, Main or even above, please make sure to state that because we will of course pay attention to that. And also you need to have a lot of free time and decent work ethic. If you fit the requirements, send your application to my Twitter personal messages and we will contact you as soon as possible. The Twitter you will find in my description and also on the screen right now. Hopefully soon I will make a new team video and you guys will see our progress. But for now, that's all for today. Thanks a lot for watching. God bless you. I'm out.